Okay, thank you so much. President and board members of CFA Society, Malaysia, members, candidates, students, ladies and gentlemen, very good morning. I'm delighted to share some insights in the exam and career for CFA candidates from my 25 years of experience running the program and also being closely associated with the CFA program in Southeast Asia. But before I do that, I just want to pay a tribute to the many volunteers and staff who have put this together and also introduce my organization as well. So my gratitude to the CFA committee. They are all volunteers, by the way, past and present, and from all around the world, especially in Malaysia. They've worked very hard to build this CFA community. And of course, I also want to introduce my collaborators for many years, Wiley, which is the global financial publisher, and they provide the content for our program. And of course, the company that I have founded, a bit of information here, is a specialist in financial training for the investment professionals for about 25 years, and also for retail investors as well, in 3 countries, Singapore, Malaysia, and in Brunei. We actually develop a lot of the programs for the financial regulator, including Securities Commission, SIDC, the Singapore Monetary Authority, and also the Bruneian Monetary Authority as well. And of course, we also have Sunway Test, the premier finance and accounting school here in Malaysia, and they are our partners for the program here in Malaysia. So I just want to begin with a quote from Venus Williams. You have to believe in yourself when no one else does. So that makes you a winner right there. So as you know, Venus and her sister Serena has gone on to win many Grand Slams and the Olympic medals in tennis. So likewise, for exams and also in career, it's a lot about the mindset, and having the right mindset brings you further. With that, let me just dive into the exams to help us remember. I just have a few keywords, 4 keywords here for the exams. And I will look at it from the perspective of students and also from the perspective of a tuition provider. So technology. So from the student's perspective, obviously, in this day and age, you need to have be able to access the content from anywhere at any time and at a pace that fits your schedule, right? So that means when you're looking out for schools or prep providers, then that technology becomes important as well to fit into your schedule and your needs and your mode of accessing the content. Resources, obviously very important. You have heard earlier from Farid that, wow, so many subjects, a lot of time is needed, and it's over 3 levels. And because you've also heard that the examination passing rate is not that high, therefore you really need to focus your time and your efforts to make sure you pass the 3 levels. So certainly resource from your standpoint, time, energy, absolutely required. Experience. To pass exams from schools and colleges, I guess most people will get through it. But for the CFA exam, you've also heard just now that the passing rate is not that high. So how do you hack it, right? How do you hack it? It's really getting that experience of trying the questions. It's just like the 10,000 hours, right? 10,000 hours in many fields makes you competent. So for the CFA exam, there's no running away from that. You need to practice. But the thing is this, there are no past exam papers like some other exams, right? But CFA Institute and content providers like Wiley and some other content providers do have mock examinations. There are also question banks available. So from the perspective of the student, that practice is really important because at level 1, you've got 10 subjects. You need to take it in one day. How do you prep yourself? Aside being, knowing the content, you must be able to complete it within the designated time. So therefore, the practice, the experience, going through many mock exams is important. Network. You are more likely to succeed as a group, with friends, with help, with tutors, with mentors, rather than being on this journey of the CFA program by yourself. Why is that? Because you need to have access to question banks, to exams, to materials. You need your friends to really motivate you to continue, because it's really like a marathon, preparing for that 3 levels over several years. So doing it by yourself is not recommended. Yeah. Do it together with friends, get help, especially from CFA Society in Malaysia. Lots of resources available, and that network of like-minded candidates is there. That network of mentors available for you to tap on. So you see, there is really no magic formula in hacking the exam, right? You need to prepare, you need to put in that effort. But if you put your mind to it, well, the thing is this, we also encourage candidates to be working or about to start work before you embark on the CFA program. So it's really suited for someone who is about to graduate or just graduated, and you start your journey early. So as a tuition provider, Sunway Test and AB Maximus, obviously we have the technology to deliver the program. We have the resources to sustain that high quality. The experience of the tutors minimally is 10 years or more of real life experience, plus also doing tutoring on the side as well. And of course, a global network, because the resources and tutors that we have based across different countries, in Singapore, KL, North America, and in the UK. So it's really a global network, a team of 3 companies coming together to provide you with that program. Anyway, we do have a booth, of course, in the next ballroom, and in your available time, please do drop by and get more details about how to hack the exams, about the preparation, and so on. Now, the next hack is on careers. So again, 4 keywords to help you along. So number 1 is flexibility. Let me just tell a simple story, right, about careers. So I have a friend, this is a real story, whom very much wanted to be a fund manager. So he tried for many years and couldn't get past the interviews. So after a while, he changed his tactic, right? So instead of going for that front office role right away, he decided to start going for a smaller bank, but in a mid-office role. So a mid-office role will be, for example, if you're doing risk management, for example, that's considered mid-office. So he started with that, right? In that job, he deals a lot with the front office people, whether is it the investment banker or is it the fund manager. and eventually he made it to the front office in a global bank, right? So you need to be flexible in terms of your career choice at the beginning, but at the same time, know ultimately what you want to go for, right? Flexibility is important. Resilience. So related to my first point, right? My friend didn't give up, right? He tried several years before he figured it out. Of course, back then, there was no career talk lah. So he couldn't get all that advice. He was on his own, need to figure out. But by attending this career day today, I'm sure you will hear lots of advice from the different panels and also from the career sessions in the afternoon, and also again drop by to the booths in your free time, and then you can get good advice. The third point is about authenticity. So whether you are a rookie starting out in a bank, whether you are a mid-level manager, or whether you are a boss, it's very important because at the end of the day, this is a journey as a student, as a candidate, as a career investment professional. If you're authentic, it wins you support from your bosses, from your peers, from your subordinates. Last but not least on this career hack is the network again. The network is something that, through participating in CFA Society Malaysia programs or CFA Society from anywhere in the world, you have that valuable network, and that helps you along with your current job and with your next job as well, right? So don't forget, these 4 points is important, it's helpful. Again, it's not just about how intelligent you are. There are some of these, simple hacks that help you get ahead. Now, please stay on for the rest of the afternoon, especially, I mentioned earlier, the Career Guru session, right, and the skill sets for the jobs of tomorrow, and all the other panels will be very helpful. And don't forget to network with the speakers, exchange your contacts. That will be helpful for you. So we've heard earlier from the president and the vice president of the society, the why, the CFA mission, which I want to reiterate with my last slide. So I end my keynote with a quote from Usain Bolt. Essentially, he's saying, work hard, do good, and enjoy yourself. So this is what my friends at the CFA societies do around the world. We work hard, we do good, and we really enjoy ourselves. So I hope everyone have a good conference ahead. Thank you so much for your attention.